There's a moment that almost no one talks about. It's not when you hit six figures. It's not when you buy your first investment property. It's not when you feel rich. It's much earlier than that. It's the moment you open your bank app and you don't feel anxiety. You don't feel pressure. You don't mentally calculate how many days until payday. You don't panic about a random $300 expense. You feel calm. For most people, that shift happens around one number, $20,000. Not because it makes you wealthy, but because it changes how your brain operates. The real problem isn't income, it's survival mode. When you have no savings, your brain is in defense mode. Every decision runs through one filter. Will this hurt me financially? You take jobs you hate. You tolerate disrespect. You avoid risks. You delay opportunities. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack ambition, because you can't afford uncertainty. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, you don't think long term. You think about Friday. But once you build a real cash buffer, around $20,000 for most people, something subtle but powerful happens. You stop reacting. You start choosing. That's the shift. $20,000 is breathing room. For the average person, $20K equals roughly 3-6 months of living expenses. That means a job loss is stressful, not catastrophic. A car repair is annoying, not devastating. An opportunity is exciting, not impossible. You now have what I call decision power. And decision power is more valuable than money. Because wealth isn't built from desperation. It's built from strategic moves. The math finally starts working for you. Let's talk mechanics. Before $20K, investing feels pointless. 10% return on $1,000? That's $100? Encouraging, but not meaningful. But 8-10% on $20,000, now you're seeing $2,600, $2,000 per year. Without clocking in, without overtime, without asking permission. That's when your brain understands. Oh, money can work. And once you see that, your behavior changes. You protect capital. You invest consistently. You think in decades. The first $20K is heavy. The second comes faster. The third faster than that. Not because you worked harder, but because the system started working with you. The identity shift nobody mentions. Saving $20K requires delayed gratification, expense awareness, emotional discipline, consistency. By the time you reach it, you're not just richer, you're different. You've proven you can control impulse. You've proven you can sacrifice for future freedom. You've proven you're not financially fragile. That identity shift compounds faster than interest. Because now when you face big decisions, you don't ask, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" You ask, "What is this costing my future?" That question alone separates consumers from capital builders. Career leverage changes too. With $20K saved, you're no longer trapped. You can walk away from toxic jobs, negotiate raises confidently, take calculated risks, invest in skills or opportunities. You don't act desperate, and desperation is expensive. Confidence changes how people treat you. It changes how you negotiate. It changes how you show up. Often you never even use the emergency fund, but knowing it exists changes your posture, and posture changes income. The mistake most people make. They finally hit $20K, then they celebrate by destroying it. New car, luxury vacation, upgraded lifestyle. They mistake momentum for arrival. But $20K is not the finish line. It's ignition. Blowing it up resets the entire process. Protect it, grow it, let it multiply. Because here's the truth. The person driving the flashy car might look rich, but the person with $20K invested in growing, that's the one building freedom. Final thought. $20,000 won't make you wealthy, but it will make you dangerous. Dangerous in negotiation, dangerous in investing, dangerous in long-term thinking. Because once survival mode ends, strategy begins, and strategy builds wealth.